So we're now in Takayama. It's our first morning here. This is an old city. It's known for its Edo style looking streets. This here is the Nakabashi Bridge, and it's pretty nice looking. We walked over it last night on the way in from the bus stop, but this is our first view in the daytime. We're lucky to have some sunny weather. It's been cloudy a little bit. On the bus ride in, it was rainy and snowy, and we weren't really sure how it was going to be here, but it's still a little chilly right now, but it's early, and it's supposed to get pretty nice today, so we're excited about that. So we're on the hunt for some breakfast, and we're also going to pick up our bag, hopefully, which was shipped here from Tokyo. We're not 100% sure of the exact spot to go, so we'll feel better once we get there and we have it in hand. Okay, so we came across these on the street here. I'm pretty sure this is called oyaki. This is filled with beef, and this one is filled with cheese. We know the cheese one is called oyaki, and I was asking if this was also called oyaki, and he just kept saying beef, beef, and I was like, yeah, but is it called oyaki? And he showed me a sign in English that said Japanese delicious beef, and I had a drawing of a cat. So it may or may not be called oyaki.
Let me see the...
Oh, cool, I didn't notice that.
That's awesome. Oh wow, it's steaming. Nice. Is that like a dumpling or an empanada?
It's just like kind of more like regular bread.
Oh, okay. I guess it does look like white bread a little bit.
But the beef is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
kind of onion and beef.
All right, don't eat the whole thing now. Your wife wants to try it. Good.
All right, so about to try the cheese one. It doesn't have the Japanese symbol there. A little disappointed in that.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like there's meat in it still.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really taste any. It was very good. I think I like this more.
Yeah. Oh, ow. It was hard here.
I know.
Thanks for the heads up. Oh, damn. Oh.
Kristen spills something with literally almost every bite or sip she takes. And unluckily for Tegan, she happens to be in the path now.
It's really good.
You like it? These down here are called sarabobo. Sarabobo means baby monkey in Japanese, and these are kind of like a staple souvenir to get here in Takayama. They're supposed to be faceless monkeys, and I guess the idea is you can give them as a gift to anybody because they're faceless, and then they can, you know, take on the face of the person you're giving it to. So a couple of things we've noticed at the restaurants in Japan. One, the water. They're all about having iced water immediately available to you, which I very much appreciate. I know it's kind of normal back at home in the States, but in most other places in the world, it's like pulling teeth trying to get water. They brought these glasses to us like as soon as we sat down, and on every table there's a giant pitcher filled with ice water. Amazing. They always had these baskets under the table to put like your bags in. You can see there's one on every table. The first time that we ate at a restaurant and they had these and we didn't realize it, we just put like our bags on the floor and they like scurried over and put it in the basket.
All right, so we ordered these dumplings. They're called gyoza. I already ate two pretty damn fast. They're really good. It tastes very similar to a spring roll, except instead of the fried dough that we have at home, it's just like a dumpling. Takayama is known for their ramen noodles, and it's cooked in miso stock, and it's pretty good. Justin had a type of ramen that he already devoured. I'm still working on mine. Mine has like a little bit more of like a vinegary hit to it. Yours, not so much. Yours is more like a beef broth.
Yeah.
But both of them very, very good. Miso is outstanding. And they also told me specifically that there's no pork, meat, or chicken, or alcohol in this. And then she even said it in English, like, you sure you don't want any meat in this? And I was like, okay, sure, like, because that's what it has on the menu. And there's definitely meat in here, like a lot of like little meatballs, a lot of them.
All right, so we have our bags. We found the office, and a little bit of a language barrier. They didn't speak English. I, like an idiot, forgot the receipt that I would have needed to pick the bags up. That's in our room, just a little bit of a walk from here. But I gave her my ID, and that was good enough. So,
woohoo!
30 bucks well spent.
Yeah, I would say.
Now we'll probably take all this stuff out, repack it up, and then just ship it to like another place that we'll be in 4 or 5 days. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we read that, like the bridge behind me and the one we saw in Matsumoto, there are a lot of red bridges in Japan. They're actually called vermilion bridges, that's the color. What it represents is the separation between our world and the spiritual world. Takayama means tall mountain, and we're at a high altitude here, and the altitude and all the mountains around kind of isolated this from the rest of the country, so it developed a separate culture over the last 300 years. We're not sure how it differs in the rest of the country. Maybe we'll see it as we walk around.
Yeah. Oh, this is the old town of Takayama. It's called Sanmachi. Did I say that right, I think?
Yeah, one word.
Right. So we're just walking around. There's a bunch of stores. They have arts and crafts here. A lot of cute things, a lot of tchotchke things. But I'm trying very hard to not purchase a bunch of things for Tegan. Everything's like $20+ for like the smallest little thing. But they all seem to be handmade and really cute.
Lots of sarabobos.
A lot of sarabobos. We're inside a Family Mart, and they have a sink here for little kids to use. Is that good?
I don't know. It's really fatty.
Ugh.
I don't think you'd like it.
No. Or are you just saying that so I won't try?
Try it.
Justin just ordered some beef sushi. We've literally been waiting in line for over a half hour. I hope it's worth it. Well, let's see what it looks like. All right.
So the beef is kind of known in these parts. It's Hida beef, and I think it's kind of like right up there with Kobe beef. So I got, one has soy sauce and the other has salt on it.
Okay.
It's weird eating sushi without chopsticks.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Was it worth a half-hour wait?
No. It's not raw. They call it medium rare.
Oh.
They just kind of like torch it right at the counter.
Oh.
Like a little hand blow torch thing.
Interesting.
Okay, so this is called Koba miso. This is a staple in this part of the country. It's bean paste, and it's cooked in a jojoba leaf right here. And this place happened to bring it out for us to kind of stir it around and cook it at the table. I don't think that's always the way to serve, but no problem with that. I'll take that. This comes with beef, which is of course the Hida beef, which is this area is also known for. When I first started stirring it, I thought the bean paste was the leaf kind of like liquefying and getting messy, but luckily that's not the case.
So again, the Japanese have this weird fascination with bread. Right here in the 7-Eleven, they've got squishy foam bread and like squishy pretzel bread that I guess you could put on your book bag or a keychain.
So it's not even edible?
No, it's
Oh yeah, it has like a little keychain like
it's
on it.
Straight up foam.
Also, somewhat surprisingly, the Japanese are obsessed with plastic bags. I wouldn't have expected that here because they seem, everything seems like organic and holistic, and you just sort of expect them to, not be into using plastic unnecessarily, but they give it to you all, like everywhere. We were just at 7-Eleven, and we bought kind of a lot of stuff, and he's like cramming it all into the bag, and Kristen had a box of tissues that we had from before we went in there, and he was like giving me another plastic bag to put our already owned tissues into it. And I was like, no, that's okay. We don't need more plastic. We'll just carry it. Okay, so we just ordered our first sake in Japan. We got some cold sake. We weren't even sure that this was it, but this is it. It smells like it. And they brought these two out with it. So I'm not really sure how to do this, so I'm just going to drink and then eat. And maybe that's supposed to make a combination of goodness. That's actually pretty good.
Really? It doesn't sucky?
I'm not so sure like that mixes with it. Maybe it does.
Does it like clean your palate?
I don't know.
It's like their version of like peanuts with like a beer. I'm only gonna try a little bit because I'm nursing.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the alcohol content is.
It's like 3%.
I literally had like less than a thimbleful.
But it's not like harsh, right?
No, it's not harsh, but I don't really enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
Some onions.
Moi, je proposais d'aller en Suisse, mais en Suisse, c'est pas français.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, very good. It's exceptionally good. And whatever this dipping sauce that they have is also stellar.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a mild soy sauce.
Exactly. But it's perfect because you can take it off the grill, dunk it in here, it cools it off, and then you can pop it right into your mouth.
Maybe best meal in Japan so far. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
This is super good. Everyone knows Kobe beef. Kobe is also a town in Japan. Hida beef is basically right up there with Kobe beef. So not all ATMs work for international cards in Japan. 7-Eleven ATMs do work though, so that's what we've been using. When doing research for the trip, I also saw to look out for 7-Bank, but I did not realize that it was actually a 7-Eleven bank. It's got the same logo. That's kind of weird. So that's what I just used, and it worked again.
All right, so Justin just dropped off one of our luggage bags, so one less thing for us to carry. And on the way back, he got Tegan a Sarah Bobo. And that's really what I wanted her to have. It has a little description here. Justin explained it before, but I'll read it again. It says, Sarah Bobo means lucky monkey baby. A long time ago, grandmothers and mothers made Sarah Bobo for their youngsters, hoping for happiness and good health of their beloved. If you have this doll, you will be happy too. Go, Tegan.